Welcome, friends. Friday night FableForge RPG live here with Odyssey of the Dragonlords. I hope y'all are doing great this weekend so far. I hope you have an action-packed, exciting, fun-filled weekend with your closest loved ones happy and safe. We are going to jump into the intro so we can get started playing. Unfortunately, we do not have Ari with us tonight, but we're going to power through this anyway with her blessing, and it's going to be a great time. Let me jump over here, and we'll be right back, all right? All right, so where did we leave off last session? Oh, that's right. A very, very oddly acting Mirtha apparently betrayed the tree spirits and was working in conjunction with Chief Jankor of the Firewalkers, the very tribe that you were sent to subdue because of their efforts to conquer Fire Island and wipe out and abolish the culture and religion of all those that hold it dear. Along the way, you picked up a dragon egg. You were captured, brought into cells. After decimating a good portion of who seemed to be around here in Fire Island, choosing to save the apparently captured Mirtha's life, you laid down your arms. You were captured. You escaped, after finding out that Mirtha was apparently a backstabber, and you were able to sneak your way to your equipment, items, and then decimate the rest of everybody up here. Let's see. When we left off, Mirtha was flying through the air and landed smack dab in the middle of this caldera, taking a crap ton of thunder damage, fall damage, lava damage, and then being finished off with a fateful thunderbolt from somewhere up in the sky.
178.
178 what? Points of damage?
Yeah.
That's what it was? Okay. Nice. That's not... Thank you for that. So, you are all standing around here at the top of the caldera towards the south. Euron is clutching the dragon egg. She walks over slowly to the rest of the party as you're all kind of recovering, looking at Steros, the Jenkin, your new half-hearted friend, if not welcome friend. You look around, see all your gear, the dead bodies all around. The scene is quiet, although stifling hot. Sweat bubbles across your brow. You wipe your foreheads and look amongst each other. What would you like to do?
Hey, before we move on, let's get our shit right quick, because I'm feeling a little antsy not having my stuff with me.
Oh, you mean you don't like walking around naked?
We're not all like you like us.
Yes, I would prefer to have my cloak, thank you.
Alright, well, get off the damn bridge and let's go get our clothes on.
Oh yes, back to the room where you fled.
I was chasing the enemy.
It was a tactical retreat.
No. It was a tactical move. Not a retreat.
Well, I would prefer if you didn't do that from now on.
I'm also, as I'm getting dressed, I restocked my backpack. I knew I had my backpack, but I started getting everything else on. I want to go inspect this dead dragon thing.
It's not dead. I knocked it out.
Is it not dead?
I knocked it out.
It's motionless.
Mostly dead.
Okay.
You can tell that from a
Mostly
distance.
dead.
I want to nature check it. I want to kind of check it, look at it, see if it's still breathing.
Sorry, I had to raise my voice so they could hear me in the back of the house. Okay,
So you
so
had to give the alt dad, shut up!
I was polite. I'm always polite.
You
Knock
did.
that off. Knock that off, little ones.
You see it lying on the ground. Its wings are splayed out. It's kind of half on its back, half rolled to the side. Its mouth is slightly agape. Its eyes are closed. Its tail's curled around the base of its feet. You can see quite apparently that it is breathing. It is severely injured. If you're going to try and make a medicine check, it would be with disadvantage because, well, this is a baby dragon. You can make a nature check and get slightly different results.
That'll work. Yeah, I mean, nature check, that'll work.
Okay.
But before I do that, I want to bind its mouth shut with some rope.
Okay.
So if it wakes up on my ass, it don't bite my ass immediately.
Cool. We're gonna have some fun with that. Let me go ahead and give me a.
Jeez.
What are we gonna call this? I usually use sleight of hand for this.
I'm okay with that.
Let's do sleight of hand.
Yeah, let's just sleight of hand. Oh, so close. It like touched a 20 and then rolled to an 8. And then the nature check. 24. Nice.
Okay. So what exactly are you trying to determine?
Is it dying? So I want to discern what kind of dragon is this?
Okay.
In its current state of health. Is it dying? How can I heal it? What do I need to do to protect it, kind of thing? Because I don't want it to die on me. I can cast healing if I need to, which I'm okay to do. I just want to know, is it at that point? Is it rolling death saves?
You got it. You watch it for several long seconds as it's breathing. The breathing seems regular, maybe a little shallow, but it doesn't seem to be getting any worse. Its body isn't spasming. It seems pretty stable.
Okay.
And based on the color of the scales and the shape of the wings and the scales across the head and the horns, it's pretty obviously a baby brass dragon.
Aww, it's cute. Hey, Renatus, could you make me one of those floating discs under this dragon and lift it up?
Yes,
I want to take it to safety. I don't want to leave it in this.
Give me a second.
Appreciate it,
I would need some time.
Yeah, no problem. Take your time. Hey, I
just want to let you know I'm gonna start casting floating disc as a ritual.
Okay. So you sit down, start drawing out the glyphs, separating out your components. You got it.
All right. So while he's doing that, should we go check out the rest of the huts out that way? I mean, you don't know what's around.
Actually, let's go check the other turtle shell right by the jail.
Good point.
We didn't check that one, and then we can go back out the way we. Big guy's all right, correct? The big guy.
He's still up. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's up and he's alive. He's unhappy, but
Yeah, he's wounded. He is not looking good, but he seems to be holding it together. He has a little bit of a limp as he moves around slightly, standing over across the throne room with Euron and Ina. I'm talking amongst themselves a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go. So Cyanus and I will head south, and then east while they're getting that together.
Okay.
All right. We destroyed the bridge, so we're gonna have to go the long way.
You are.
Yeah, everything's the long way.
Well, at least we can come up and then go down.
Yeah, let's go out and when we're going out. Let's get Euron back up here. So
Oh, she's just sleeping on the job like usual.
Okay. So you make your way along the cliff and kind of slowly, gingerly, now that you're sore and tired, climb down, get back over to where the walkway is, and proceed across this rope bridge to this other enormous, ancient turtle shell that's being multi-purposed as a worship chamber of sorts, which you saw, Renatus, with the arcane eye specifically. In the center of it, you see the bodies of 2 lizard folk shaman here of the Firewalker tribe. They're contorted at odd angles, and you see the majority of their clothing and skin is charred and burned, some of it ripped, as though a intense fire or intense arc of electricity killed them. In the rear of the throne room, you see a tall, 15-20 foot tall, carved wooden statue of Sidon, Lord of Storms. On his right hand, you see a glaive has been painted completely black and polished so that it resembles onyx. The altar beneath the statue has been carved with patterns resembling waves and a little bit of a coastline around the edges, giving an amazing effect, especially with the high quality staining of the green-blue in and out, overlaid with white here and there. Most notably, though, the head of Sidon catches your eye as it reflects the light of the caldera shining through the doorway, and 3 green gems sparkle, one in each of its normal eyes, and a slightly larger one in the center of its forehead.
Got a what in his forehead?
A green gem.
No, not anymore. I don't. No. Like you misspoke. Yoink. That's very unusual for the typical statues of Sidon.
yeah, isn't he usually green? Green. That's not usually his thing, isn't it?
I'm gonna go check out that gem. Yeah, I feel like there's a little blasphemy going on.
Okay.
Go ahead and fix this.
As you approach the statue, you can't help but avoid the feeling that as you move closer and across the room, even though they're just gems, you still get the sensation that you're being watched carefully. Getting within a few feet and reaching out to touch it to begin your climb, as soon as your skin makes contact with the smooth wood, you hear a low rumbling thunder creep across the sky somewhere in the distance.
Oh, shut up. I'm just looking.
Would you like to continue climbing?
No. He's gonna be a little bitch about it. I'm not gonna climb him. I'll
Okay.
keep square. Oh. How big is this gem?
Considering it's up 15-20 feet is tall, these things are probably about fist-sized. The 2 normal ones are slightly smaller, but the one in the center of the forehead is easily fist-sized and shaped like an eye. Within the center is cut so it pokes out a bit and sparkles more like pupil.
Have we seen this drawing anywhere else, out of curiosity?
Which
A
drawing?
third-eyed Sidon.
Oh,
Or
Sidon
any
is
depiction-
always depicted with 3 eyes,
Oh, he is always pictured? I don't know why.
as is Lutheria.
Okay. No, I'll leave him then. Okay. But it may come back.
Let's not.
Yeah. I still need to. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's hard to just not take his fucking gems, but I still need to travel.
No, trust me.
We still need a
I
boat.
get that.
We still need to get on the boat. But to be fair, he can't technically capsize our boat.
He can still fuck us up.
Yeah, but he can't drown us on the boat. I mean, I'm just saying, like, what's it gonna do to me?
Gonna fuck the rest of our crew is what he's gonna do, wasn't it?
I'm not there to be the voice of reason, mate. So it's really all on you two.
The voice of reason would be like, "That's a nice gem. Here, I got a shitty gem. Replace it with."
Yeah, well,
What,
I
just
do
Indiana
need
Jones
gems
it?
for some of these spells. So I just want to say that.
All right. Well, I'm gonna just ramsack the rest of the corpses, and then I'll rethink this size gem, because it is definitely enticing. My feed the poor and feed the hungry side of Lycus.
All right. Give me an investigation check for these two bodies, then.
I'm gonna help him out.
Okay.
Investigation. That's not good. Go ahead and roll.
Let me get this real quick. Investigation.
Can't hear you, Corey. Oh God! Don't you have like a +10? What the fuck happened there?
I have a +3 to investigation.
Oh, God, you suck at this. All right, combined.
I'm the one.
With
I'm
our
the one
powers
with
combined,
investigation.
we have a 9.
I'm
Okay.
the one with investigation.
All right.
I mean, really,
so-
how hard is it? They're dead. They're not going anywhere. We investigate them. We shake the shit out of them.
So this is what I would like y'all to do. You're gonna be, if you're going around, and you're gonna be looking at all these different areas, that's fine. And you're gonna be doing investigation checks to see find things that are not obvious, right? Cool, got it. So, someone. Now this is one check right here. So you would take the average, 4 and 5, right? Go ahead and round up if you want to, but someone tally up all these scores for a cumulative total, and I'll tell you what you all found at the end of investigating the caldera.
I haven't even rolled because I'm still doing a ritual.
Right, no, it's you're gonna check a room, you're gonna check a thing. It isn't everybody's gonna roll at once. It's just whoever's checking, whatever you roll, or if you're rolling with advantage, or if 2 people are rolling, whatever. You know what I mean? We're adding it up to see how well you guys do overall instead of every single individual room. Just because that's gonna take longer.
Yeah, that's fine. Do it.
Okay. Alright, so you get done searching the bodies, you find a couple of things. Anything else?
Other than that, there's the prison nearby, and
Man, there was nothing in there.
yeah, no, I think we're good. I think we're gonna head out.
There's a doorway over there on the right side of the prison.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What?
Like over here.
Oh.
Okay, so glancing around the exterior of the caldera,
Yeah,
you remember walking down that there were several caves and passageways at various elevations throughout. There is one that is on the platform near the jail hut that Scientist pointed out, I think.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Yes.
And there's also one that is across the caldera, which the shaman that was fighting Renatus disappeared in the beginning of your encounter near the burned down hut. You don't see any more caves that you haven't explored. There are also 3 huts standing further away towards the north where you came in that you have not explored.
All right, yeah, let's check the huts, and well, let's do a how fucked up is everybody? Who needs healing? We'll do a check real quick. Health check everybody, and then we'll get to move into these next huts, and then we'll check the caves. All right, anybody dying? Anybody?
I am hurting.
I think all of us are.
Yeah, I think all of us are hurting, but
Okay. So I'll give you a. I don't really like you that much.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, I'll give both of you a cure wounds. I really don't want to, but
Well, don't. You could save him.
no, let's just. Why do I need a target? I don't understand. I must target a token before rolling the attack.
That might be a setting change in Foundry with updates. I'll go double check that right now. Just go ahead and roll it manually if you can.
Has 10 minutes passed? Have I made the floating object?
Yeah, by the time they come back and you guys start doing all these things, you walk in and you see this glimmering silver-edged, purplish swirling disc apparate above the arcane circle that Renatus has drawn on the ground. He snaps back to consciousness, looks over his work, seems pretty pleased with himself.
I am very pleased with myself.
Okay, Renatus gets 5 and Diana's gets 8.
Sweet.
Okay. 28.
And
I'm at 12.
I am pretty much out of spell. I have 1 spell slot left. Oh no.
Well, we
I have-
should be good. We should be
I
good.
have 2. I have a third and a second.
Okay, y'all ready? Let's go explore. All right, going north.
All right,
And
so
he's got the bird. He's got the dragon on the disc.
all right. You're on Ina and Steros take this opportunity as you're going to go explore. Everything seems safe. It's been quiet for a while. They decide they're going to go and walk back up the secret passes to secure that rear entrance, since anything coming in the main entrance will be pretty obvious to see, and wait for you there.
Okay. Before we leave this throne room, as everyone's like moving out, is there anything else in this throne room? I know it's been a battle scene for a minute, but is there anything that sticks out like as peculiar?
Give me a perception check.
$22.
The scene is largely in disarray. Giant chunks of the tortoiseshell have been blasted off between Steros' strange monocle attack and the thunder wave and the lightning bolt. If there was any knickknacks or anything else that's not easily apparent, it's probably been destroyed because all you see is corpses, charred tortoiseshell, and blood.
Well, because I remember there has to be a trophy room per se, if not here. Like, is there not anything about the throne itself that's weird? Because the king himself seemed very like King K. Rool from Donkey Kong, like just everything stashed and hoarded, like he would keep it. So
You see nothing that I haven't described.
all right.
All right, let's go.
So, where to first, friends?
How about that room right above the throne room?
Hell yeah.
Okay, first hut to
And
the
then just
north.
kind of hit all of them all the way out.
Okay, you got it. Walking into this room, you see several large wooden pillars in the center, kind of spaced out to the left and to the right, and these rudimentary chains, not forged very well, but sufficient in girth and strength to get the job done, with these massive collars that seem to fit perfectly around the riding lizards that you were attacked with. You get the sense from the straw mat on the ground, the smell, and some of the deposits on the floor that this was probably more of a stable room than anything else.
Interesting.
Is there anything about this giant skeleton?
That's
It's
just
another-
a
It's
bridge.
a bridge.
Right. I didn't know if it was anything unique other than it's just a bone skeleton bridge. Because we're closer to it now that I crossed the way when we last saw it, when we first saw it.
Right.
Okay. You can tell now that you're closer that this creature, despite being massive and serpent-like, seemed to be amphibious because of the way that there are certain portions of its bones that are ribbed out compared to some of the animals you've seen slaughtered in your life. Aside from that, nothing else really sticks out.
Okay.
The next room to the north, traveling across the walkway bridge. You see on the left-hand side 7 or 8 double-stacked hammocks made out of this strange linen material, tied off on either side to poles, and then on the right-hand side, you see these waist-high wicker baskets that are fashioned against the wall, lids closed, and a couple of small, more typical-looking crates.
I'm open.
All right.
All right.
Well, let's see. I'll help him out with that. No problem.
Alright, so inside you see an array of gemstones in these small dark leather pouches, amongst some other more personal effects, like different pieces of a more ceremonial type armor or leather clothing, bone necklaces, things like that.
I motion over at Lycus like, hey, dude, gems.
Absolutely. I am so happy when he calls me for gems.
Yeah.
I'll add these to the total list of everything you find to give you later, but something of note as you pick these up and look them over and pocket them, Linus and Lycus, you dump out the bags, many different colors within, but some of them are kind of uniquely shaped in that they're roundish on one end, but then they come to a single blunted point. They're probably not more than your thumb or so. And they're a crystalline clear gem. But what's notable about them is that these seem to be caked in various amounts of dried blood.
Teeth.
I mean, they're not actual teeth, they are gemstones, but
They're blood diamonds.
one way of putting it, sure.
I mean, I'm not wrong. All right. Let's see. All right, so I rolled my investigation check. Got a 13.
So are we all rolling now?
No, so if one person's going to roll with advantage, they take their score, that's it. If two separate people are going to investigate, or average their scores.
Yeah, just go ahead and roll twice. That's fine. Alternate is for advantage, so you just hold down alternate when you click it next time.
Okay. Yeah. Let me go ahead and do that one again.
You suck. You suck
Yeah,
terribly.
13.
You are
I'll
forbidden
stick with
from
13.
rolling that ever. You ain't finding any of these gems or anything useful.
I mean, I found these gems, didn't I?
Alright, so looking out the far doorway, as though you were going to continue your walk, you are greeted by the sight of open, empty space. As this walkway and the hut and the other walkways have been burned and are a pile of wooden charred rubble in a 20-foot radius,
Yeah.
about 20
Oh.
feet down.
How'd that get there?
Yeah. Oh, it looks like Renatus was in here. What's going on? Because I didn't come into this building. I had no idea.
And then I'll walk up and be like, "Oh yeah, I had
So- So in order to make it to the last hut, you would have to climb up the leg poles, go down, go around, pass by that one unexplored cave, go down the side of the caldera, climb up the leg, and kind of hoist yourself into it. Or
I can just teleport in there.
you could teleport in there. That's true.
No. Hey guys, there's a door up here.
Just I could get in that door.
Well, I can get in the door too. I open the door. Y'all wanna come in the door with me?
Oh, the door by the cave.
Yeah. I'm talking about the door by the cave up here. Wow,
Yeah.
Renatus is going the long way around. What's
Yeah,
the
no,
what are you doing?
That's what.
All of that is
and
gone.
again, you're looking at the map, Josh. That thing in the circle, that is a pile of burnt rubble right now.
But it's still a building, huh?
No, it is burned down to the ground. That's what I'm saying.
So it's like,
Damn, dude,
you're-
what did you do? Shit! I thought you just like burned it. Like, oh, it burned the building.
Yeah,
No,
no,
it collapsed
you
in on itself.
destroyed the building.
yeah, no, I had a they had a
That was the
tequila
quiet
sunrise.
collapse I've ever heard.
Yeah, I don't remember that happening.
It was
Oh.
it was a tequila sunrise.
I
and
mean,
that's
to
what
be fair, it
happened.
was 2 sessions ago, but that's why I'm giving you scene descriptions. Pay attention to the descriptions.
Yeah,
This
that's
will
why
be
you
Yeah,
had-
no,
easier.
you said it absolutely right. I just didn't see it as you said it.
You see
Yeah.
nothing.
So I just look at the building, I look at Renatus, I look at the building, and I just look at Renatus. Fuck!
Hmm. If you want to get down in there amongst the charred rubble, you're welcome to still see if you can find anything, but you'd be rolling with disadvantage. So, a normal roll. If more than one of you are participating, a normal roll.
I don't think that's worth. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not.
no.
I'm not-
I have no desire to comb the charred, ruined.
I know
I don't-
fire. That anything in there is not worth it.
Ah,
Alright. As I skirt
Keep the-
over, literally skirt over the charred remains, trying not to ruin my outfit, because Renatus is getting a little carried away here. Just look. Son of a bitch. And I knock on the door.
Jesus.
Okay, so there's no door there. That's just a function of Foundry for walls. It's just a cave opening.
Okay. I knock
Okay.
on the cave opening. And I go, hello? I hit my staff or I tapped my short sword. Hello? Because the last time I went to a cave and opened, there was a big fucking giant guy.
That's fair.
I'm not gonna walk and be surprised by that.
Well, the last 2 caves we walked in, there was a fire snake,
Yeah, a fire
2
snake.
fire
at once.
snakes, and then yeah.
But that second one that we went in had all of our weapons.
The sound of the wooden staff echoing against the stone reverberates throughout the cave. You wait a few long seconds staring into the darkness and nothing.
Awesome. All right, guys, follow me.
Do you have a torch? I'll have a torch.
I can't unlock the door or open the door, Joey.
Again, you don't ignore the map.
It won't
I'm
let me
not-
through.
I know you
Okay,
don't have to go through. You don't have to go through.
Theater of the mind.
Yeah, you don't have to go through. It's fine.
No, you can't show me a map and say you can't go in there.
Okay, you know what?
All right,
You are. No,
I
you're
enter the
100%
cave.
right.
no.
You're 100% right.
How
There
are
you
you
go.
gonna? Oh, you son of a bitch!
There you go. I don't want to distress you.
Murder of thought. Okay. I enter the cave entrance.
Okay. As Renatus' torchlight flares against the walls, the passageway curves off to the right, and you see a cave about
No,
20
no,
feet long.
this is
or
not
so.
dramatic enough. If we're theater of the minding this, I need you to give me doom doom, doom doom. You know, you enter
it's-
the
it's-
cave.
it's not
you
that
hear
kind of
the
a
soft
situation.
dripping sounds, the bubbling of the magma behind you, your heartbeat. Doom doom, doom.
I mean, I could refer you to the latest Twilight novel for the same thing.
God, no.
You guys are room clearing, man. Room clearing in a peaceful zone.
Oh,
We're back to back.
In this oddly shaped cave, you see two large stone bowl-like structures rising up about knee-high. And within each of them, this faint orangish glow like a fire. You're 15-20 feet back. Can't really see over the rim.
Is that it? Just those two bowls?
Yeah, these bowls are probably a good 10 feet wide.
okay, go peer in the bowl.
Yeah, let's go take a look-see.
All right.
Because we're in a peaceful cave.
It's peaceful-ish.
As soon as we get to the bowl, I push Renatus to look at first. What's in here?
Your head gets pushed down, Renatus.
Yeah.
You see the bottom is based in straw, and two of those small snake-like fire creatures that joined the salamanders in previous caves are kind of gently curling their way in and out of a clutch of eggs in each. These eggs are significantly smaller than the ones you saw in the first cave you entered when you came into Caldera, though. They're kind of orange with these red specks.
Oh, so the baby fire salamanders? Maybe?
Well, if you think fire salamanders come from eggs, the fire snakes you saw came from the salamander creatures.
Yeah, the binding fire snake.
No, I'm talking about when you first found them in the cave, the first cave.
Yeah,
They
there
kind
was
of
some
got-
fire snake dudes, and then they poofed out little baby snakes.
For a nature check,
Sure.
will it allow me to discern anything more? I have a thing, because I don't know if do they belong here? Is this some perverse, somebody's doing something with nature? Because I'm not one to take these creatures out of their natural habitat, you know? I'm not here for that. But it's like, these don't belong here, you know. 16.
Okay. These eggs appear to be sorry. These eggs appear to be too small to function as, especially they're tiny compared to the dragon egg. They seemed like they'd be way too small for something the size of a salamander. And their surface has a strange leathery texture. It's really, really akin to these lizard-like creatures you've been engaging with.
Mm. Oh my god, we could ride those lizards. Oh, I mean, there's no fire here. It's not like they have to be heated up. And this is you said straw at the bottom, right?
There's straw at the bottom, but there are two of those little fire snakes keeping them warm. Yes, they are being kept warm.
Do the fire snakes bite me if I reach in there?
Are you reaching in there?
Yeah, I mean, if I start reaching in there, they're gonna hit,
Okay.
you know how snakes do. Yes.
Slither snag.
It's a snake.
Okay, for this, I'd like you to give me an animal handling check.
What the? Man, I want to know if it reels up. I didn't grab it. It'd be like,
No, that's fine.
All right. Do this shit.
Same purpose.
Oh, look at that 17. I'm using a lucky on that. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. There. I have one left.
So, as you start to reach in, you notice palm up, sitting toward the egg. The fire snake in front of you does seem to take offense. It seems almost as though it feels maternal to these eggs. So you back off a bit, and then you take a softer approach, one that you would take to cuddle the puppy of a newborn mother, something of that nature of a dog. Less aggressive, a little more slow, and the fire snake seems to at least tolerate your presence.
I don't know what to do with this. I think I'm just gonna leave him here. Because I can't bring him with me with the fire snake. So I can't carry it, first off. It'll just burn everything I put it in. Yeah.
But
I'll tell
it'll
him.
be able to keep the dragon egg warm.
I have fire for that.
Yeah, but more fire. Eternal fire.
Fire can go out.
How do I transport the fire snake without burning everything?
It can just go behind you.
I got a leash. I got a chain leash. Come on, Betsy. And both bowls. I'm gonna go to the other bowl. It has the same thing. Has eggs. I'm assuming it's a hatchery.
It does, slightly larger, more eggs. And that particular clutch, the first one, the overall tone of the exterior was a little bit darker. This one's a little bit more mottled greenish gray. So it seems as though there's maybe a different parental lineage involved. You know what? Give me an insight check with that.
That was a 20.
Nice.
Very, very good. It's reasonable, considering how insightful you are. It's reasonable to assume, based on the color variation between these two clutches of eggs, the smaller and the big one. The smaller a little bit darker, the big one a little bit more mottled. The smaller eggs, the leathery surface, bears distinct resemblance to many, if not all, of the shaman lizard creatures that you've seen in the Firewalker's tribe. And likewise, this larger clutch of eggs resembles the appearance of Chief Jankor.
I don't know what that means, y'all.
I think we should tell the tree spirits about it.
Oh, there you go. Maybe they'll know what to do with it. As much as I would love a riding lizard, I just don't think I'm there yet.
Or a shaman? Maybe we could raise our own army.
Yeah, these aren't the giant riding lizards. These are what you're putting together. These are the eggs of the actual Firewalkers.
So yeah, the babies.
These are the
I smashed the shit out of them.
Oh my god.
No, we'll tell the tree spirits before I murder them. No. We'll tell the tree spirits before I start smashing.
Smashing eggs.
The children pay the sins of their parents. Just saying. No,
I get this Jurassic Park vibe where we take the eggs and then we're running through this island.
Clever girl.
Is there anything else in this cave?
Yeah, I was gonna say there's anything else.
You see... Well, hold on.
Oh.
You haven't given me a perception check in this room. Someone give me a perception check. Roll with advantage.
I got this one. Perception or investigation? You've been asking for investigation, that's what I'm asking.
This would be more perception.
Okay. Tell you what, Dianus, you're pretty perceptive guy, huh?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Alright, so rolling with advantage.
Yeah, because everybody's looking around.
I gotcha. $25.
Okay. In the rear of the chamber, along the floor, you see 2 or 3 coconut-sized holes that don't appear very natural where the wall meets the floor, spaced several feet apart. Kind of bored into the wall.
Go put your eye up to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go not right up on the wall, but I'm gonna like a couple feet away from it, kind of just like kneel down and like try looking into the hole, see if I can see anything.
So
He puts his eye up to the hole.
You're
He's
carefully approaching?
Carefully.
You ain't on point. You're just like, oh, it's a hole in the wall. It's a cave.
Okay, stealth check, please.
Ooh.
Come. 19.
Okay. You creep up quietly as you can, which is pretty damn quietly, and you get close and barely get an angle. The hole, you can see about as far in as a foot before it goes completely into darkness, but the hole does seem, each hole seems to go in. The one in the center continues on straight. The one to the left and to the right, each curve kind of inward towards the path of that center hole. You need direct light in there to make anything else out, because you don't have dark vision.
Yeah, let's get some direct light.
I was gonna say, you guys got a light?
Absolutely.
As something's up with this.
Okay. What kind of light are you using and where are you sending it?
I'm trying to figure that out now. I don't have light.
I mean, we have torches.
What's your dancing
Oh, I have
lights?
dancing lights. There it is. That's what I was trying to find. Well, I was trying to find the light spell, which is better.
Wow.
But yeah, I could do dancing lights, and I'll just send one down it. I'll literally just send a dancing light into it.
Okay. It goes in. You watch it a little bit from a distance, Cyanus, as it goes into this hole and continues on straight as far as Lycus can see. About 10 feet in, you see the other two side tunnels merge into this one, and then a small chamber opens, and you see it reflect above, probably 15 or so feet in radius, circular, roughly in shape, but coiled in the middle, you see 3 8 to 9 foot long, red and orange frilled snakes. They're thick, abnormally shaped bodies about the size of your thigh.
Holy shit. Okay.
They seem to be, they're resting together, they're coiled around each other, moving slowly, slithering. I'm not sure exactly what they're doing, but they're in there.
Hey, guys, big fucking snakes in there.
3?
I mean, there's a coil of them. I'm assuming there's 3 though, because there's 3 holes.
Yeah, just snakes.
But yeah, they're big fucking snakes.
Like, big.
Big.
Well, I'm not here to piss off big snakes, so let's let them be. We gotta go check out that other cave.
Gotta risk it to get the biscuit. I just want to say that.
What biscuit? But I don't see a biscuit.
I don't fuck with
No
snakes.
biscuit. Yeah.
Snakes! I told you I don't
I'm
mess with
tired of
snakes.
this
Why they
motherfucker.
gotta be snakes?
Yeah.
Oh man.
So there are 2 other obvious points of interest. The one hut that's standing without any walkways because it's been charred and burnt down. And then, yes, that other cave all the way across the caldera by the jail hut.
Well, I mean, we got time. Let's check out that cave.
Let's do
Do
it.
the cave first? Let's do the cave first.
Because at least getting into the cave is gonna be relatively easy.
I mean, everything is theory of the mind. Everything's easy.
Relatively.
Not a problem when it's near the mine until he says there is.
So you're going to the cave?
Going
Make sure I
into
heard that
cave.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Going to the cave.
Alright, so it takes you a couple dozen minutes to walk all the way around this caldera, up and down, where you're missing walkways and such, but you find your way over there. This cave leading in, I'm assuming you still have dancing lights going, Lycus?
Yes.
Okay.
Because that's my light source too, other than the boiling lava.
Okay. The cave bores into the wall here, and then after a couple of feet, you see the sides are tiled in this smooth obsidian entranceway. The cave itself evens out. The obsidian slates even on the bottom and the top. And you see these etchings of what appear to be these lizard-type folk, like standing on top of mountains and prospering across the entire island. These grand pictures of culture and supremacy, and one notable figure stands taller and larger than the rest, most notably because of his waistline, obviously depicting King Jankor himself. Making your way through this strange entranceway, you see a wide chamber opens up, similarly tiled and marked. The furnishings in this chamber are simply opulent compared to anywhere else in the fort here in the Caldera. You see vivid multicolored silks, gilded furniture in the finest metals and the finest wood, voluminous pillows that look as though they would just completely encase you if you were to lie down upon them. Here in the center of the chamber, you see a stone-walled well of sorts, with water bubbling and the now familiar orangish glow of fire snakes within, causing this heated steam bath here in the center of this opulent cave. Except the water itself doesn't even seem to be water. It seems to be a little bit more viscous, and you get hints of glittering minerals as this orangish glow penetrates and rides throughout it. On the outside, you scientists recognize it especially, you see 4 smaller but just as brightly colored snakes. Not just red and orange, but hints and speckles of blue and green as well, slithering around the well, guarding it, rubbing against it, taking care of it. It's hard to tell, but they seem innately attracted to it.
So,
Attracted to the well.
Yes, attracted to the well. For anything else in here, I would also like a perception check with advantage.
Yep. Let me go ahead and do that. 21.
Okay. You see off to the right-hand side, tucked kind of up against the corner in a little bit of one of the more shadowy areas. One of these obsidian tiles isn't finished as neatly as the rest. They're all about 2 feet wide, but this one is remarkable because it doesn't sit quite right. As you take a couple steps forward just to make sure your eyes aren't fooling you with the dancing lights twittering about as they do, you hear from deeper in the cave, somewhere echoing through the dark passage further around a corner, this kind of solemn sighing sound.
I want to move that tile.
Okay. You walk over the remaining 10-15 feet or so to get there, crouch down, and the tile itself appears to be crafted just as finely, but as you press on it a little bit to investigate it, you notice it is clearly loose.
Alright, I'm gonna try getting it off of the wall.
While this is going on, I'd like to detect magic as a ritual.
Okay, so 10-minute timer starting now, right?
Yep.
Yep, you got it. Give me a sleight of hand check, Dinas.
Hey, look at that, 23.
Okay. You can't really get your fingers about it, so you take a small dagger out and your thieves' tools, kind of pry it away a little bit. It's extremely light, lighter than you thought. What could have been or should have been obsidian stone is more like this thin black glass. And as it pops free, it threatens to fall and shatter on the floor. And quickly, you're able to scoop your hand underneath it and prevent it from doing so. Gently place it off to the side and beckon Lycus to send one of his dancing lights closer. And as he does so, you see in this small opening just revealed, there's a 1.5 foot wide 6-inch tall bronze chest.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say dragon. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I'm taking that chest.
Okay, you got it.
That's all I've got.
Okay.
Ticus, check out the well. Well, I'm doing this. I can't do it yet.
Okay. I gotta check out the well.
All right. Man, I can't clear my throat tonight. I'm sorry. As you creep closer, the steam kind of fills your passages, and it's this aromatically sweet scent rising up from whatever this slightly peculiar liquid is. The snakes that are coiled around the base of the well part as you step closer, and the fire snakes within react to your approach as well, kind of scooting out away along the wall as they still keep the water hot, but giving you space, assumingly, to interact with it or even climb in.
What the hell you want me to do with this?
Well, for God's sakes, just learn something for once.
Meanwhile, I'm just like back towards the front of the cave, just like messing with the chest.
Don't be shy. Get in.
No.
I'm
No. You can get in. I'm on in there, big boy.
I'm busy.
I help you out. I will unbusy you. Alright, yeah, I ain't getting in there. They got motherfucking snakes in all these places and some weird ass sounds coming through here. No, I ain't getting no. Yeah, but I'm gonna go help with the chest, or I'll help Renatus. But Renatus is sitting there getting his detect magic on, so I'm gonna go help with the chest. We'll come back to the well later. I help with the chest.
Okay. Well, he said he took the chest. He didn't say he was going to do anything else with it. I thought
Or that
he
you were
grabbed
gonna
it and
unlock it.
put it away.
You able to open it?
Yeah, I'm like.
I thought he was
inspecting it after I like
finagling.
get away from like where
Okay.
it was.
All right, but that's what my intention was. Is I thought he was fucking with it.
Oh, yeah. See, and I assumed you were just pocketing because he said that's all I got. Okay. Well, quick inspection. Give me an investigation check since you're honed in on this thing. There is obviously a bronze lock fashioned on the clasp of the lid.
I got a 7.
Okay, there is obviously a bronze lock on the clasp of the lid.
How big is this chest?
About 1.5 feet wide, about 6 inches deep.
Low. Yeah, low. Yeah.
Well, just, but I mean, there could be something really nice in here.
Yeah, hold it real quick. I grabbed a crowbar and I just started like beating the shit.
Okay.
No, I'm not gonna beat it while he's holding it. No. I would love to, but I don't think he'll let me. Can you just pick it?
I mean, I can try.
Well, just pick it. Come on, man. We quit wasting time and open the damn chest.
I was gonna say, do you even have thieves' tools? But I remember, like, I think that one other door lock you tried to pick way back in Mitros.
Yeah. He picked the.
Was there anything else?
Church of Lutheria.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah, the Temple of Lutheria. Yeah.
And I think he's picked a chest or two along the way.
I don't remember. I was trying to remember.
Yeah, I mean, I have thieves' tools on me.
Okay.
Rogues do rogue shit.
Rogue's doing rogue shit.
All right, so that's a dex check, right? What I remember.
It would be a dexterity check with your proficiency modifier, since you have your thieves' tools and you're proficient with them, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So that'll be. Come on. Dex check.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, what the fuck? I don't know, man. I've never seen this kind of lock before.
What was it?
It was an 8.
Oh. Yeah, you've never seen this kind of lock before.
You suck at this. Like,
Look,
wow, yeah, no,
look.
if you can't do, look, man, if you can't
Look, if I
unlock
can't
that, it
do
must
this
be
here,
a very,
maybe there's someone on the
very
boat that can open this for me, okay?
Yeah, no, absolutely, dude, I'm with you, absolutely. It must be a hell of a special lock. Like, there's probably like gems and like magical rings in there if they have such a unique lock on that, right?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
I mean, also it was like hidden behind a wall, so.
Absolutely. Do you really want to wait till we get back to the boat, though, or can I just crack it open?
I mean, if you can.
Yeah, just out of curiosity. I mean, if it's hidden behind a wall, it might be like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Can I beat the hell out of this lock?
You're welcome to try. It would be
What
a
do you want me to do?
strength check, and if you have a crowbar or something like that to assist, then advantage.
Yeah, I have it.
Yep.
Because I'm used to getting in very, very sensitive equipment. Do I actually have thieves' tools? Did I? No,
And then I just let him borrow my crowbar. Here, you need this.
You said just strength check?
Yes, with advantage with a crowbar.
Oh, well, there's 17, and then there's a 17. It will be it.
Okay, yeah, that's good enough. The lock is relatively small. You're able to get the right edge of it and kind of put all your weight into it, and it pops free.
As soon as it does that, I kind of look at him side-eyed.
Don't give me that look.
As
You
he's
can't
looking
always
at you,
hit hard.
as he's looking at you, Sinus, you hear from that same dark passageway not yet explored a softly echo through.
Was that like a humph? It ain't just breathing no more. That was a...
That was a harumph.
Hey man, I think that's your tunnel. I open the chest. He's like holding it, and I'm holding the other half of it, and I open it. Why are you looking sideways, Joey? What the hell did he just trigger? What poisonous dart is going to stab Cyanus?
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all, because I wasn't did it.
Well, you were holding half of it.
I was just looking at you. As the lid opens, you instantly see gold, silver, emeralds, and a apple-sized sapphire carved in an eye-like fashion.
Shit, okay.
It's folded for additional flavor. Now, I know you guys are kind of mechanic right now, focusing on treasure. It's folded within a whole bunch of layers of blue and black felt. You have to kind of reveal them by peeling them back. And in it is a small scroll.
Oh, lovely. So I pick up the gem and the scroll, and oh, what is that? Can I read it?
Can we do this outside of the cave?
Alright, you're right here. Just hold up the look. Just pocket. Count the coins and pocket it. We're
What the
fine.
hell was that?
It's lava. It does wind. It does stuff.
Okay, to be clear, this is another passageway going deeper into the side of the mountain.
Yeah.
Not the passageway you came from.
Yeah.
Now you can say that, that's fine. I'm just making sure everybody understands.
Yeah. No, I understand. This is a deep shit. This is me just being like, calm your shit. It's nothing. Strange noises, lava, whatever. Gemstone with an eye on it and a scroll. Count your money. Can I read the scroll?
What languages do you read?
What languages do I read? I don't know what language. Oh, there it is. I see it. Hold on.
Yeah.
Common. I see it now. Common and Sylvan.
Let's see. flowing, ornate, but at times blocky script that you do not understand.
Okay. Would I be able to read Draconian with the coin, or is it only allows me to speak and understand?
Speak and understand only.
Okay, just making sure. Yeah, no, I hand it off. Hey, do you recognize that? And then if he doesn't recognize it, we'll give it to Renatus, who, I don't know if you're done with your ritual, that's why I'm saying. I don't want to interrupt your ritual.
You still got a little bit to go.
Yeah. He's currently all minute out. Sinus, you recognize it?
I mean, the only other language that I can understand is Thieves' Cant, and this is definitely not Thieves' Cant.
Definitely not these.
No shit. Other than that, I'm just looking at the gemstone. But I'll just wait for I'll wait a few minutes for Renatus to finish because I figure this is important enough.
Okay. So a couple minutes pass. He finishes. Renatus, this floating eye around your head as you finish summoning the spell, you feel a jolt of energy come through it. And as you open your eyes, you see, glancing around the room, that the silver, well, I'm assuming that he can see this object that hasn't been pocketed already. The, no, sorry, not silver, the sapphire, that blue, apple-sized, eye-shaped sapphire, has a faint aura of divination magic and something else intertwined, peculiar, very hard to place. A stronger arcane signal encompasses the steaming well at the middle of the room, but more specifically, the liquid contained within. And you can tell that because of the way reality kind of ebbs and flows around it, it's enchanted with some type of conjuration magic.
Okay, so I share that with them, and I tell them about the eye, and I tell them about this well. And I heard your mutterings earlier. What did you need from me? Muted.
I said, do you recognize this? I'll show him the gem and then the scroll.
I know. You know what? It doesn't matter what I know. I will cast. I do. I will
see if you can read it before you cast a spell on it.
I can't. I only know common and basically common. Anyway, comprehend languages from Damon's spellbook, and I will touch. Yeah, basically, it's like I'm just. I'm gonna cast comprehend languages, and I can read any text as long as I'm touching.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Sure. So, unfurling the scroll, you look at this text, summon the power of the spell, and you begin to run your fingers over each of these strange glyphs. As you do so, instantly understanding the meaning behind them. A sip of water, y'all. My throat is messed up.
Try vodka.
Yeah, and then players die, remember? Well, characters die. Not players.
Yeah.
God. Okay, so it reads, Chief Jankor, we request that you resume the sacrifices to the Ancient One. It would be with most displeasure that Lord Sidon would have to rescind his favors if you were not to follow these wishes. Maintain your sacrifices to the Lord of Storms as well, but do resume the sacrifices to your Ancient One. The name at the bottom just says Chalcea.
Chalcea. Someone write that down?
Do we know Chalcea?
No, but that's why we need to write it down. So I share this with them. I'll tell them, this is a letter from this person asking him to resume his sacrifices to the Ancient One, but also continue sacrifices for Sidon as well. So he has friends, or at least someone who's backing him.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense how useless that guy was. He couldn't have done all this without some help.
True.
Also,
and I'll hand that back to him, and I'm gonna go inspect that well.
I'll follow up to the well.
Okay. There is, in following with the description I already gave you earlier, give me an Arcana check as you look upon this strange shimmery liquid.
Hey, I could do that. I'll do it this way. 20.
20. Okay. So, this liquid being unlike anything you've seen before, piece together that since it is entwined with conjuration magic, and conjuration magic, in a brief layman understanding, is used to either bring something from somewhere else or send something somewhere else. It doesn't stand to reason that these fire snakes would be what this liquid brought forward, because they're all over the place. Likewise, if this were to send something somewhere else or bring something to it, the fire snake should be interfering with it. So perhaps this functions as some type of a transmission medium, for lack of a better term, some type of a portal, but it needs something else to activate it as well.
Is there anything in the room around right now that doesn't look the part? Obviously, it looks like almost like a bathhouse because of this heated water or heated ocean per se, but now I know if it's used as a medium to talk to someone. So is there anything like on a table?
Notice I said transmission and not communication.
Okay. Alright. So I'll also share that. So as I start looking into this thing, I'm like, hey, so this thing looks like he was able to talk to someone over a long distance without being there. I don't know who he was contacting, and I don't want to send any transmissions per se, because we don't know who we would be talking to. What do y'all think?
Well, without a way to discern how it's handled, I don't really know what else to do with it.
I don't know if
There's a coin in there. It's a
transmit.
Yeah.
To send or receive something from one place to another. All right.
I toss a coin in the well.
Tink. Kind of slowly wobbles and drifts down. The fire snakes come in, affected, it flares with their light. And after it gets 3 or 4 feet down, rests on the bottom.
I don't know.
I'll touch it.
Okay. You reach out, you like put hand, finger, tongue. What are we doing?
He's gonna touch the butt. He's gonna touch the butt.
He touched the butt.
Just like hand.
Okay. So you place your hand palm down against the surface. There's this unusual surface tension, which kind of goes in line with the way it's slowly weaving in and around. As you break the surface tension, it curls up around your fingers and slowly forms over in the center. Your hand feels more buoyant, like there's more resistance than it would just sweeping it through water. Other than that, no odd sensations aside from the heat of it. It's very, very warm water, bubbling as it is around you. You slowly bring it back up, and some of the material kind of drips off, and then as it hits the ground, it just kind of quickly evaporates.
What about those gems that you guys had?
Yeah, what about it?
The gems with blood, or they were peculiar, right?
I mean, you want to put one in there?
Yeah.
Can you tie a string on it?
Sure, we'll tie a string on it to make sure we don't lose it.
I hand him a peculiar bloody gem.
With a string on it.
With a string on it.
What is this? Old school little quarter trick?
Yeah, bam, bam. Yeah, oh yeah, you know that. Old school vending machine peeps know that.
So you place the stringed gem into the water, right?
Yes.
Okay. You hesitantly reach out and slowly dip it in. The fire snakes kind of react to it, almost like fish to a bait, where they lose interest. Nothing else seems to happen.
Oh.
Really want to figure this out.
Well, just ponder it some more. It's okay. I'm gonna continue on up the cave here. There might be an answer around the bend. I'm just saying, you know, how to use the well could be a thing. We haven't found a manuscript, and these guys weren't exactly the smartest cats out in the bag. You know, like, what? Let's see what we got here.
Okay. So Lycus begins walking towards that dark passageway, his dancing lights following him. This room rapidly grows dark as he proceeds down it. What are you two doing?
There's nowhere to sit, I'm presuming.
You could sit on the side of the well.
Alright.
Slash bath.
I'm gonna sit on the side of the well, and I'm gonna I'm really deep in thought here. I am trying to figure out how to get this thing to work. Because now there's already a coin, we put a gem. There's nothing else in here. I don't know if lightning, no. I'm just in thought, trying to make this thing work.
Okay. Well, depending on what happens in this other passageway, if you stay there and, you know, given a decent amount of time and thought, I'll let you get an insight check to, well, be more of an intelligence thing, because insight is wisdom based. I'll let you give me another Arcanum check, see if you come up with anything, okay?
Okay.
But meanwhile, player Corey, keep thinking, you might figure it out. Renatus, what are you doing? You muted?
Alright, so I'm just watching all this go down. And I'm like, I mean, I don't have any clue what happens magically. I mean, I'm not a magic person. That's his steez. Like, hey, Ren, not to dislodge your line of thinking, but Was there anything weird about that box that we that I pulled out of a wall, or nah?
I did not sense anything from it.
Hmm. Because I mean, all I can think of is maybe that gem that was in the box would have.
There was a slight magic impulse coming from that big gem. It was like divination magic. Divination magic.
The blue, the apple-sized, blue eye-shaped sapphire. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, there was divination magic, and like I said,
Something.
there was also something else, something you couldn't quite put your finger on.
Put that in the well. Or hold that and touch the well. Transmission, divination. That's close enough.
Conjuring, divination, same thing, right?
They're the same thing. One school of magic. It uses the weave. It's all underlying. It's all an element.
Element,
I mean,
you know,
I'm
all
game
magic is
for
the
this
same.
idea, but I don't know. I guess we should just be careful.
I mean, I'm going down the cave. I can't even tell what y'all's doing anymore.
I will be here a while. You can go with him.
You would abandon me, you son of a bitch.
Okay, yeah, I'll Seder brothers to the dark.
Yay.
Okay.
We ride, bitches.
You both continue down your light source, unless Lycus chooses to leave one with you. Let me see. Yeah, you'd be within range for dancing lights before you see something of note, Lycus. So if you want to, you can leave a dancing light with Renatus. Otherwise, it's going to go dark in there.
Yeah. I'll leave one with him. You know, over his well. Over his head.
All right, so you and Cyanus walk away from Renatus, leaving him deep in thought and contemplation on the side of this well. And the passageway narrows greatly, barely more than shoulder width apart, snaking around to the right and to the left. And the air grows much cooler and a little bit mustier, as though there's not much air exchange back here. Probably because of the proximity and size of the tunnel itself. As you turn the last corner, you, by instinct, put your dancing lights out a little bit to illuminate this much larger section. About 20, probably about 30 feet tall, kind of cylindrically shaped cavernous chamber, rough cut from the stone walls of the mountain itself. And you see, sitting on the left-hand side, near a large pit at the rear of the chamber, sitting on the floor, is this massive, sitting down, old, gray beard, Cyclops. Hand on one knee, the other hand resting across his lap. That single eye staring, but the iris is discolored, and it lies motionless. Although his head perks up and he turns his head to you, that eye stays centered the entire time.
Hello. Good morning. I don't know what is it, afternoon, evening. I don't know what. Yeah, whatever. Good morrow.
Oh, I don't recognize your voice.
No, you wouldn't. I'm new here. I'm new here.
New here.
Yes. My name is
why?
Lycus.
Oh, Lycus.
And you are?
I am Polyphorus.
Polyphorus?
Yeah, Polyphorus. Why are you back here?
I'm exploring. And I saw this, and I have just been exploring.
Well, welcome to my home.
I thank you for welcoming me, and I do apologize if I am intruding. I meant no disrespect if you wish to be in solitary.
No, I don't get visitors except for those scaly ones that smell foul and bring me rancid meats to eat. I am surprised Jankor allowed you to explore this chamber. I haven't heard a peculiar voice in what seems like years.
What, if I may be so bold, why are you here? I mean, this seems rather a dull place for a Cyclops of your experience to reside.
Jankor likes my knowledge. I advise him on things of which he does not know. And I spend my time in contemplation of the true rights and the true wrongs. That is why I am bound.
Bound? Is he actually physically bound?
No.
Or is he saying that just okay? So I didn't know if like he would. I am bound. So you are bound to give counsel.
Yes, that is the way of it.
Oh, I would love to spar with you on items of great thought. I believe it is most enlightening to have someone of great philosophical nature.
Our interests are at an impasse, then it would seem. That is all I have been sought for or done for as long as I can remember. So thinking is what I wish most not to do. I yearn to stretch my legs and wrestle with my kin.
Are your kin on this island? Actually, let me pause here. That guy that we saved,
He was a Cyclops.
he's a Cyclops, right? What was his name?
His name was Steros, and you can tell. I kind of know where you're going with this kin.
Yeah.
He was he was much smaller in stature. And this Cyclops looks very similar to the ones that you've seen in the Heartlands around Astoria and Mitros. More of the, for lack of a better term, a normal Cyclops. Steros is what some, you would know this from the Academy, what some call a Jenkin. They're like a cousin of the normal Cyclops. They have 10 fingers and 10 toes, and they are renowned for their strength and craftsmanship, whereas normal Cyclops are more notorious for their brute strength and their ferocity.
Okay. Are Proliferous, are there any of your kin here? When was the last time you were among your people?
I was taken from the mainland years ago. I do not know how much time has passed, but once I lost my sight, my land had no use for me, and so I wandered until I was captured and taken here. It's so long ago, I don't even remember who or why.
Well, my friend, if you could live your final days, where would you do it? Back in the Heartlands? Astoria? Mitros?
I would return to the Heartlands to see my ancestors. Those that have come from my...
Shut up.
Those that have come from my progeny. And then I would go someplace quiet. Somewhere I can stretch my legs and climb the mountains and eat fresh meat whenever I can find it.
What would you give for that opportunity? Because there may be a way I can help give you your final years into I can possibly make that happen.
I have been promised things before when I refused to speak with Jankor, and ultimately I would submit. Be denied that which was promised, so for what reason would I believe you, peculiar voice like us?
How tall is he, you said? I'm trying to think of the boat. I'm really...
He's a good 16 feet. The biggest issue, as far as physically, not using any type of arcane means, would be getting him out of the tunnel.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. My next question was to be, how did you get in here? You know, but he may not even know. He may have just been here. He was kidnapped, and then he's just in here.
And then, of course, you're charismatic enough to know that. You are very persuasive, but taking a Cyclops on board the Ultros with all the settler humans?
No, I'm with you on that one.
Dicey.
I haven't, no, I'm fishing here. I'm just fishing right now. I'm not gonna be like, all right, guy, come on over. You can, hey guys, make room. We got a Cyclops. No, but I mean, he's an old Cyclops, man. Nobody deserves to be dying in no damn cave when you live in this long and you've been a slave. Like this, come on, man, that's messed up. That's cold. You can't be doing that to old people. Proliferous, I can respect that. I understand. May I ask, whom do you serve?
After this many years being kept up in my own universe, I owe my allegiance to no one else. If they were worthy, they would have delivered me long ago.
Well, I'll just go ahead and be honest with you. We've killed everybody, including Jankor. They're all dead. All of them.
Well, then it seems I am to starve.
No. You're not my enemy, Proliferous. You're not. And tell you what, if there's a way I can get you out of here, I won't ask for you anything, no promises, because as you've said, you've been forced to promise and people have promised you, not delivered. So I will do what I can to see about making your final dream a reality in some manner. But I don't know how I'm going to get you out of this cave. I don't know how you got in this cave. There's some sort of crazy well that has some sort of magical properties, we can tell. But unless you know how to use it to get yourself out, for us to get you out of here, I don't know how I can get you out of here, unless you have an idea.
Of all the knowledge I have gained and all the thinking I have done, that one simple truth has ever evaded me. I will take your word in goodwill, and I know you offer and ask for nothing. If you are to find a way, friend like us, of restoring me to my freedom. I will give you whatever knowledge I have in exchange if you should return.
Okay. I will do everything I can. Do you like Fire Salamander, Blizzard, or Jankor? Would you like to eat Jankor?
I have eaten much worse for a very long time.
Yeah, no, I'll get you some food, bud. I'll get you some food. And is he sitting up, laying down, or standing?
He's sitting, one leg is kind of walked to the side, the other knee is up, and he was resting on that when he came in and leaned against the stone wall. He seems very weak. The brawny cyclops out there, they're easily twice the girth in every proportion of the body than this elderly cyclops is.
Yeah,
you're not even sure if he could stand.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I pat his knee, and I'll be like, "I got you, bud. I'll do everything I can. We'll get you some water and get you some food." Hey, just out of curiosity, have you seen a dragon? Because we've got Janko's baby brass dragon or wormling, and I'm trying to find its mom or dad. I guess I have no desire to kill a dragon. That's not my thing. I want to save it, return it to its parents if I can, because I don't kill dragons unless I have no choice. But sorry, you can't eat it. But do you know anything about it?
There have been no dragons here as long as I've been here.
Oh yeah, no, there's a dragon here right now.
My apologies. I meant adult dragons.
Oh.
I am aware of the wormling that was hatched from one of the 3 dragon eggs that resided here.
3 dragon eggs that resided here. Okay.
Yes, they were of Narcissus' brood.
Narcissus?
Narcissus.
Narcissus.
Yes, he was I believe it was a gold dragon. He was fond of the caldera for the heat. This was centuries ago. And Renatus came, attempted to slay him. After the battle, Narcissus fled, leaving the eggs behind, and these scaled creatures have worshipped them like gods since the dragons, not the eggs, mind you. Not very long ago, Jankor gave one of the eggs away to the Lord of Storms. The other 2 he kept for himself, and of which one of them this wormling came from. That is all I know of dragons in this accursed place.
Okay. Well, I thank you for that information. That narrows it down, because my intent would be to return it to its home, but it seems that it really had no home. I'm just surprised they were able to hatch it. All right. Well, friend, I will see about gathering you some food and let it not be spoiled and rancid. So, while we try to figure out what to do with that well.
The well. I do not know of a well. What well of which do you speak?
There was a well, right? That's what we were addressing it as.
Yeah,
Or
the well,
yeah.
the well bath. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give him a full rundown of it. And then the snakes and, there's some sort of the whatever Renatus told us about it.
He looks off to the side, and you see his face registers a tired shock. That is. It has been so long I have come across new information I forgot the feeling. I shall have to ponder this. Thank you, friend Lycus. I am in your debt, if nothing else, for the food you promised to bring.
Of course. And you're welcome. You're more than welcome. You're not trying to smash my face in. So that immediately makes us friends. Allow me to build upon that. I'll be back. Alright.
He leans back with a sigh as you exit the chamber back to where Renatus is.
Okay, guys. The Polyphorus is a Cyclops. Super nice guy. Elderly gentleman. And he's hungry. He's really hungry. He's been a slave. Terrible conditions. He's blind. Dude, it's bad. We're gonna go collect some bodies and we're gonna go feed it to him, and we'll see what we can do here. But he doesn't know anything about the well. But I promise to help him out if he may give us some information, and then I'll explain everything I can about the dragon and the eggs, Narcissus, and all that. So, yeah.
Do I get my Arcana check? I haven't figured out anything.
Sure. Give me an Arcana check.
31.
Cool.
That's a nat 20, by the way.
Okay. So. After giving it some thought, you come to a realization, especially keying on what Cyanus said earlier about the gem. The divination magic obviously is used to decipher something. But the other subtle layer of arcane energy there, the one that defies normal categorization into the most well-studied schools of magic. Some magic is highly personalized by the caster themselves, and it has an explicit purpose that doesn't really fall within the other categories. Combining that with the fact that this bath, this well, has some type of conjuration magic. It's designed to transmit something one way or another from one place to another, something along those lines. You establish maybe a lock and key type situation where somehow the eye-shaped gem is involved in accessing the powers of the arcane powers of this well.
Before you guys leave, let me see that arcane eye, or that eye gem, please.
Oh, okay.
Give me. Okay. All right. So first, I'll have the eye, and then I guess I'll tie it with string as I look at Lycus, and then put it in the well.
Okay. I string around it, slowly lower it into this viscous watery-like fluid. As it descends, the water around it kind of bowls out a little bit, receding at first, as though some unseen force is pushing it down and away. and then slowly collapses back in underneath it. And before you can even dip the gem into the water reaches up as though pulled almost like a reverse gravity and sort of surrounds the gem and sucks it down in. The gem itself slowly dissipating and swirling throughout the water, making it this beautiful aquamarine bluish green color. In the beginning, the surface of the well itself, although still steaming and bubbling, starts to churn a bit in a slow circular pattern, almost as though a gentle whirlpool.
Wow. Okay. All right. Get somewhere. I mean, is the whirlpool growing in size? Can I peer into it? Is it anything coming out of it?
As the rotation increases, it eventually encompasses the entire surface of this liquid, and the entire thing is just slowly swirling around with a slight downward descent in the middle, like a whirlpool. Nothing happens aside from that.
Call out to it. Hello!
Oh man.
I flip a coin to the whirlpool.
I will
Flip a coin to the whirlpool, it disappears between the churning surface and you lose sight of it.
I will put my face into the whirlpool.
Oh shit!
Okay. Renatus looks to the left and right, watch the coins go in, waits for a second, and then dunks his face in. As his head approaches the water, right before it would make contact, again, the water swirls up and meets his face, goes over his head, wraps around his neck and his body, encompasses him, and completely absorbs him, and Renatus is gone.
Oh my god, where's the string?
And as Lycus looks for the string, that's where we're going to take our break.
Oh my god! You son of a bitch, you took the gem!
Alright, so,
Precious!
9:53. A little bit more to cover tonight, everybody. Bio break, stretch, all that good stuff. Invite your friends. Very low-key session so far. We'll see if that changes when we get back, but we'll see y'all, alright? Don't go anywhere. Alright, well, we are very much back. So, Renatus gets sucked into this whirlpool. You completely lose sight of him, and the water with a massive upsurge rises up and then doesn't even splash, but kind of morphs back into its original natural form of this bath-like steamy water before you and Cyanus. Lycus. Chamber is now just you two. Everything is eerily quiet. We're gonna hop over to Renatus, though.
Oh my god. Awesome.
Renatus. You pressed your face in the water, and then an array of dazzling colors shimmered before your eyes before everything went pitch black as you felt this liquid coalesce around your body, and almost like falling, you surged forward into the pitch black center of this whirlpool. As your vision recovers, you're standing in the center of a massive, majestic chamber. The room 60 feet high, dozens of feet in circumference,
Shit.
dominating the field of view in front of you. A dozen, 24 feet away, it's hard to tell because of the scale. You see 6 glorious, enormous thrones arranged in a semicircle. The center of the room you're standing on startles you at first. Looking around, you see what appears to be Thylia, but not an artistic representation. It appears to be Thylia itself, as though you're standing thousands of feet above the mainland, with clouds drifting from left to right across this circular pattern in the floor, birds flying, water rippling, storms along the coast. It's shocking. As you're trying to catch your bearings, you hear a soft chuckle. Feminine in nature, but powerful, off to your right. Approaching from a doorway off to the sides, followed by 12 nude human men. You see a 14-foot tall, black hair, black dress, string of rubies around her neck, fair skin with these startlingly light green eyes, and a single painted eye in the center of her forehead. 6-pronged black crown streaking up high. A strange figure, chuckling at you, walks over to one of the thrones on the side and sits down lavishly, her bare feet settling on the plush carpet. Well now, what do we have here? A trespasser? Tell me, little one, she says as she leans forward and looks down upon you. What is your name?
Renatus.
Renatus. I have heard your name. My father has taken great interest in you, as well as those you travel with. Tell me, Renatus, how did you come to be in the Tower Praxis?
I fucking knew it. I knew it. Son of a bitch. All right.
What's that?
No, I'm talking to myself here. I'm sorry. I should have muted my mic. I was in a volcano and I found a contraption that I guess couldn't stop playing with. I figured out how it worked. Then I got sucked up and ended up here.
Playing with toys you don't know how to work. Humans are a curious lot, aren't they? Like a dog with a new toy. It's cute. Have you brought me a new toy, Renatus? It's just common courtesy to bring a gift when you visit someone's home.
I'm gonna look to see what I have. I have an herbalism kit.
Do you offer this?
Yeah.
So you pick out the bag and satchel that goes along with it and kind of hesitantly offer it up. Is that a gift for me, Chalcea, daughter of Sidon? Really? Are you mad?
I like to create potions. It is something that I find enjoyable to do.
Potion. What kind of potion do you enjoy craft?
Really, any that I can make. Honestly, mostly it's been healing potions, but I'd like to be able to create others as well. Maybe of invisibility or growth.
Healing. Giving life. I think that my brother would like you. Unfortunately, he is not here, or I would summon him. Oh, Renatus. You are kind of cute in your way. He stands up, towering above you. Now, what to do with our little trespasser? I'm afraid I am very fond of gifts, Renatus, and you insult me with this offering. Especially with your unannounced entrance. If you don't come up with something rather quick, I won't be able to send you away. My father could be here any minute now, and he won't be nearly as entertained by your presence.
My arcane focus, maybe, and I'll like my focus that I use, and then I'll look at her for this. I'll offer her that.
What is, describe your arcane focus for me.
I forgot what it is. I know I have one. I think it's a purplish gem, like a purplish, just, I don't know how big it is, probably the size of, say, like a small lime, maybe? Like a purple gem for an arcane focus that I use as a,
Okay. You reach out and she ponders it for a moment. One of two things is happening here, Renatus. Either you take me for a fool, or you don't value your life very much. I have a hard time believing a wooden box and bag or some slightly dull gem are some of your most prized possessions. Don't you like me? Don't you want to be my friend? I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
$22.
Okay. She says what she says.
I don't have anything else on me. Like, I don't know what else to give.
From off on the left-hand side, you hear the sound of heavy footsteps on the tiled floor echoing throughout the hallway coming in your direction. Oh, you should hurry.
Fuck that fireball. There's a gift, bitch.
I give her. My spell book.
Your spellbook or Damon's spellbook? I'm clarifying because I don't know. You just said spellbook.
Damon's.
You offer it forward. He looks at it. Looks at you. Looks to the right, the sound of the footsteps approaching. You are cute. Your vision cuts out. You too, like a scientist, you see the water lurch out and deposit an empty-handed Renatus in the room next to you.
What the hell are you doing? What the hell kind of answer is that?
What happened?
We need to leave.
Alright.
I just talked to the owner of that note that was given to our good friend Jankor. What was his name again? I am at a loss right now.
Yeah, Jankor. Yeah.
Jankor. Yeah. So apparently, the person who wrote that note was the daughter of Sidon, where I just teleported and met face to face. This is a portal to Praxis.
But I don't know what Praxis is.
Your
Like, is
detect
that a
magic.
common?
Your detect magic should still be up, Renatus. There's no more arcane energy emanating from the well.
Alright, well, it was a portal to Praxis.
So did you like stab the bitch? You fireballed her, right? Fireballed her, right?
No, I did not do anything so stupid.
You got sent to Praxis. It's pretty stupid.
Yeah, that was my own doing, but I definitely did not just cast a spell at a Titan alone by myself and then get just sent back here. She sent me back here. She literally is playing around because she sent me here. Because she thinks I'm cute, and because I gave her a gift.
Yeah. What, did you give her the stone?
What stone? That stone's gone.
Well, yeah, because you gave it to her as a gift. What do you mean gift? What gift?
No, that stone is disintegrated, did it not?
He melded with the water. You teleported. When you came back, the water is still... Stone's not anywhere that you can see.
Yeah, no. That stone is a key. and that key went along with, like, that was the working of the portal.
Okay. Okay. So it's consumed. Okay.
Yes, that was consumed. I gave him one of my spell books.
Oh God.
Wait, which one?
The new one.
Like the most recent one that you got, or?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
And that is the only reason why I'm still standing here.
Oh. Would there be any recollection of Chelsea now that we know it's the daughter of Sidon? Like, is that a commonly known? Because we know that she has a brother who the Rock was talking about, if my understanding is right. Or no, that's the brother. That was Kentamine's son. Oh my God, these family trees.
We're gonna have to make a diagram whenever we get back to the boat.
Hey, excuse me 1 second. I go visit Polyphorus. Oh, actually, you know what? I go get some bodies, and then I go visit Polyphorus.
Okay. This would be very time consuming by yourself, but
that's fine.
Sure.
Well, I'm gonna borrow his. I'm gonna use his floating disc.
Okay.
I mean, I'm totally fine to help move a body.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get all the bodies. Right now, I'm just gonna get one or two that happen to be near each other. Throw them on the disc, bring them over there, and then I'm gonna go see Polyphorus.
Okay. So you grab a couple of the closest lizard folk bodies, you cart them in there on, well, I think Renatus will have to go with you because it's floating disc, right? Isn't there a range or something?
Yeah, it's whatever. He'll follow.
Okay. No, I'm just making sure everybody's on the same page. In case Renatus wanted to run off and do something else. You bring them in, you kind of roll them off, and he sniffs the air and senses your presence. Friend like us. You do keep your word.
I do. There's more to come. It just takes time to collect all the bodies, but and I'll put them down by them where I can. The corpses. They're like, I brought you some food. So apparently that well / something that we were talking about. Well, we just found out what it is. Apparently, it was a portal transporting whoever enters it to Praxis? Praxis? Tower Praxis?
Praxis.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Our wizard just met Chelsea. Apparently.
I do not know this name.
Yeah. Apparently it's the daughter of Sidon.
That makes sense at the Tower of Praxis. Yes. Yes. Sidon has fathered children. The Oracle is one of his children.
Did we know that already? Did we know that?
Did y'all know that?
I don't think we knew that. Did we know that? So I'm assuming it's kind of like how Zeus would have kids all over the place. Is it well known that the Titans would at times mate with other beings and have Demi Titans, I guess?
The only divinity figure that you're aware of that would copulate with the mortal races with any frequency, with good intentions. Let me clarify that.
Yeah. I see what you're doing. Yeah.
Is Pythor.
Yeah, that was my boy. Yeah.
Lutheria would engage in those pleasures, but it never ended well for the person she was engaging with. It was kind of a praying mantis type situation at best of times. Sidon, outside of the Oracle, that's the only known child of his.
That is interesting.
The child of Sidon and a water nymph, which is where she gets her power of foresight.
That is most interesting. I did not know. Proliferous, I did not know that the Oracle was a child of Sidon.
That is... it's not a secret, but not talked about much. At least, it never used to be talked about much. The Oracle doesn't take fondly to the association, since her father and her are not on the best of terms.
I'd say, especially since she's gathering the party of heroes that are, or of the prophecy that are supposed to be killing them.
I remember this prophecy. Although I don't recall the prophecy ever claiming that such heroes would destroy the Titans, just that they would stop the doom of Thylea by confronting the Titans.
You know what? You're absolutely right. You are right. It is what it says. It is. It's to stop the war and stop the Titans. It doesn't say how to stop them.
Such distinctions are of great importance when discussing such weighty matter.
Absolutely. All right. Well. Shit. There's some interesting stuff happening in this volcano.
There are interesting things happening throughout all of the islands around Thylea. The influence of the great Dragonlords has waned most rapidly here amongst the blue oceans of Sidon's domain.
Yeah, if I ever get a chance to grow the Dragonlords back to their former glory, I think it would be very interesting to see just how far that influence can spread.
You would be a Dragonlord.
I would like to be. Yeah.
I find that, pardon me, but I find that difficult to reason. You are not as the Dragonlords were.
No, I am not. And those Dragonlords are, for the most part, dead. So, and the more I learn about who they were, the less I like what many of them became and what they did and why they did it.
The Gargans.
Oh, the Gigans.
Yes, the Gigans, they respected losing in battle. They seethed with hatred for the disrespect that followed and the atrocities committed after peace amongst them was won, which is what led Renatus here to banish Narcissus, destroy him. And thus Renatus met his own doom. But, as with all mortals, those of my kind included. You must take great care. Great care. If you do pursue this path, if you seek and attain this power and authority, that hubris does not twist your character until you are the monster that you seek to vanquish.
Yeah, I have no desire to become Esther Arcalander and commit to what he did to the Geigen. That's unnecessary, and I have no desire to repeat that crime.
I hope you can stay true to your wishes. The temptations will undoubtedly be great.
All right, friend. We're gonna head back out and see what we can do.
Go with courage, friend Lycus. I would like to see you again.
Me too.
And with another hefty sigh, he leans back, reaches over, fumbling a bit for a body, and kind of drags it onto his lap. Then you hear a as the bottom half of a leg breaks off. You walk out.
Yummy. All right, guys. Well, I think we're done here.
Yeah, I guess we're done on Caldera. We should, on our way back to the boat, we should talk to the tree spirits and at least tell them about what happened here.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think there's some conversations that need to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, I gotta figure out what to do about him. Let's see what we can find out. Let's go visit those tree spirits, because I think we've done everything we can in this volcano.
Yep.
We didn't go to that other building yet.
Oh, we didn't go to the other one yet? Oh, I thought we did. Oh, okay.
You guys want to?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay. So on your way, headed out, you meander back on over. Spirits slightly different than when you were last over here exploring, investigating things. But without too much problem, you're able to climb up the posts and one of you can get inside. This is another sleeping room, largely the same, similar chests, handful of gems of similar make and composition, trinkets similar, nothing really new or exciting to go over. So someone give me an investigation check to add that to your total, and then we'll roll up the more common non-arcane loot that you found, since you basically already put hands on all the arcane items here.
Rennie? The honors? Well, fuck.
Well, no, that's with advantage, right?
It is.
Okay.
26.
Okay.
Woo. 26. Okay. Alright.
Alright, so in total that's 39, 48.
48. Got it. Alright, let me go through, and I'm just going to start listing things off, so if you need me to slow down, let me know and I will.
Gotcha.
Let me scroll through here, make sure I don't miss anything, because a whole bunch of areas y'all have gone through. Cough, cough. Cough, cough.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I wasn't making fun of you. Alright, so scroll. Somebody rolled me 4d6. Taking the first one, which is a bigger one, so that's even better. Okay, so this is the total gemstones you found in those lockers, in the sleeping areas. There's 16 of them. various compositions. Nothing mechanically notable about the clearish ones covered in blood. Just a feature. They're all worth approximately 10 gold piece. We have 16 assorted gemstones. They defy normal description because they are found only within the area around the caldera. So annotate that however you like to annotate that. What else do we got? Scrolling. Okay. Give me a D10.
Alright. 6.
Okay. So these are the things inside that bronze box. You have 400 gold pieces. And these are more like unrefined nuggets. FYI, it's 400 of them, about the weight of a gold piece. And similar composition, but 1100 silver pieces. And then you have 2 of the smaller round emeralds worth 500 gold pieces each. And the sapphire is gone. So, make sure there's nothing else here before I move on to this. Alright. I gotta make a couple rolls. Alright, so you found a total of, scattered amongst the rooms and walking around doing all this exploration, you found a total of 5 transparent brownish green garnets, each worth 100 gold pieces. And one more peculiar gem that kind of, it's hard to describe. It's a little bit too squarish, even though you found it kind of jammed in the side of the caldera itself. Kind of too squarish, and it doesn't have a single color. Depending on the angle at which you look at it and what light's hitting it, it seems to kind of shift and change
Like an
as
opal?
you try and take it in. Kind of like an opal effect, or almost like that diamond prism effect.
Okay.
But the inside doesn't have that granularity a normal gem does. Almost smooth throughout. Very peculiar. Don't forget that you grabbed that staff. Make sure there's nothing else on Jankor himself, because I know you checked that. I don't think there was. Anything of significant note, anyway.
And we still have to identify that staff, yeah?
Yeah, you haven't done anything with that.
I gotcha.
I'm pretty sure Renatus has that. Or whoever has that.
Yeah, I'm holding on to it. I
Hey,
just
you got it.
haven't gone through the motions of actually figuring out what the fuck it is.
No. So that, all of that in combination with the unconscious brass dragon wormling and the brass dragon egg, and you are making your way up the secret entranceway to rejoin Aina and Euron and Steros keeping watch. Is there anything else at this point anybody would like to say or do?
Good.
Okay, well, given that, resting up the rise, catching up with them, and looking out on the lush, expansive jungle below and the cerulean gulf beyond, we're going to end there, because this is a really good time for Euron to jump back in. We're about time anyway, and a lot happened regardless, which I kind of wasn't expecting, so that's cool.
Hey.
Rennie, what did you do?
I don't want to talk about it.
Rennie got in a bit of a
Right.
pickle.
Hey, did you have any of those spells from that book memorized?
They're on my body.
They're on your body?
Hmm. So they are on your body, in that that's part of the magic, kind of. Your character doesn't really understand it yet, so it's part of the magic kind of coming into being. Okay. For now, you are attuned to the book. I don't believe the description says the book has to be in your possession. And there's a notable difference there. Okay. So, in theory, everything should still be working the same as long as you are attuned to that book. Kraken?
No, I think attunement ends at a distance.
If it does, that could be very possible. I'm not as up to snuff on attunement rules as I need to be.
I know, I just want to see him sweat.
That's fine. But either way, we can totally hash that out. Let me get you guys chatted a little bit about tonight's session, so we don't have dead air. I'm gonna prep up the ending stream,
100 feet away.
and yeah, we'll see what happens there. So y'all, let me change the music, and then y'all chat it up. Here we go.
Yeah. Well, I figured it out. It was awesome.
Hey, I think if you know the spells, you can actually transcribe them down into a book.
Yeah, I can do that. My problem is I couldn't remember if I had like transcribed my spells into Damon's spellbook or vice versa.
Oh.
So I was like, I don't want to shortchange myself and be like, oh, I gave him the spellbook, but I wrote all the spells down anyway, and then.
Really, this is just a bunch of papers that I just.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll give you my spell book. It's his laundry list, you know. I'm going to need to pick up at the cleaners.
Exactly. But I mean, I feel like it was either that or my life. So I chose that.
Yeah, no, I think you did it fair. It sounds like she'd have just murdered you, or made you decide on. So I give you some shit, but I think you did what you had to do.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like she'd have fucked you up.
Yeah. Yeah. What was I want to know what the save was for, because I feel like
Probably a charm of some sort.
Probably.
Oh man. I forgot the ion stone. I didn't want to get rid of that either. I know it was kind of like a pear, or Damon's eye, I should say.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't have anything. These three things are not in my possession.
Yeah, I have nothing.
I have nothing.
This thing's circling around my head.
I have nothing.
Nothing over here.
Nothing over here.
No.
See, he remembered blind Cyclops, and was like, well, obviously this individual's blind too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a blind Cyclops I can give you.
Well, the stone was scared. It went to the back of my head and just hid. It was just stayed back there, didn't move.
She must have liked you though. She sent you back even though you gave her a gift. You know, maybe she. Yeah. Maybe she liked that Renatus.
It was kind of. I wanted to give her that one because that one is very hard to destroy, and I could hopefully get it back.
Well, when we quote unquote don't murk her dad. Sure.
Oh man. Yep. So we'll go with that. But I have locate object. I can find it.
Yeah, we just gotta get the practice to get it back.
That's true.
All right, quick fire round. Favorite or most notable thing that happened, and then we'll go to the stream ending screen.
I made a friend out of a blind old Cyclops who's super nice.
That is pretty awesome.
I fucked up trying to pick a lock again.
And
Okay.
as soon as I got sucked in and I was getting the description of where I was, I 100% guessed that I was in the stronghold of just Sidon in general, and I was like, well, yeah, this is where I die. This is it. This
I
is
mean,
Time to roll up that new character.
it might have come close.
many.
It also might have been fine. I don't know. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us tonight. Ari, when you're watching this, as I know you will, we missed you. Can't wait for next week. I'm pretty sure everybody's here next week. And yeah, stay tuned. We have an exciting announcement that should be coming out soon about the channel in general. Aside from that, got the raid ready to go. Hop over to the stream ending screen. Check out the credits, all the supporters, and all that amazing stuff, the people that keep the channel going. And then follow the raid, show them some love, please. It'd be amazing. Hopefully we don't raid a channel that's about to go offline. And with all that being said, don't forget that we love you guys, and have a great weekend. Be happy, be safe, keep rolling those dice, and we'll see y'all next time, alright? Take care, everybody.